thank you so much for coming and pulling the pints for Carol and myself. Now, tell us about yourself. What's your connection with beer?
Well, I'm kind of known as the beer beauty, and it's my mission to spread the word about the beauty in beer. I host parties for women, encouraging them to explore beer and to uncover the wealth of flavours we have in beer and really embrace it as a chic and sophisticated drink.
Is it something you'd think of?
Do they take much convincing, these
They
women?
don't, really, they don't.
Oh, funny that.
Do you drink beer?
I can honestly say I only ever drank beer once when I was pretending to be a bloke for a show.
So you never normally drink beer?
And I swigged out the bottle and tried to be really manly about it, but I thought...
Oh, right, we're going to try and convince Carol then.
Come on, then, you've got a big job in your hands.
So we've got 4 real ales to try here.
4 fantastic British
ales. Are we
ales.
working right to left?
We are going to work left to right.
Left to right.
You don't have to down it in one, I don't think.
No, I shan't. So, first one, we'll taste and you talk.
We will start off, then. The first one we've got is Whandall.
Yep.
That's made by Sam Brooks Brewery. They're about 20 minutes away from us here in the studio. This brewery was set up by a beautiful man called Duncan Sambrook. He used to be an accountant in the city. It's very fruity, this beer.
It is a fruity beer.
And it's only 3.8%, so it's quite light in alcohol.
Oh, that's all right, then.
So have a you have a
What did
sip.
you say?
You savour your beer.
That's
the key
very
thing about
nice.
drinking beer is savouring it and not
What do you
knocking
think?
it back.
What do you think of that one?
It's pleasantly... It's quite thirst-quenching, I would think.
Caramelly, too, is it? I mean, caramelly?
Definitely caramelly. There's a little bit of spice. There's a little bit of spice at the back of the throat when you get it down.
Should you have this really cold?
Absolutely. When you go to a pub and you get served cask beer, it should be cold. It should never be warm. If it is, just say to the landlord or the landlady, excuse me, can I just give you that back and can I have a chilled beer, please?
Right, OK, so that's Whandall. We like Whandall.
I wouldn't do that in Glasgow. You might get
Whandall's
a
Right. Next one.
This next one is pure Ubu. It's made in Warwickshire in the Midlands. And Ubu is the name of the beer that's named after the dog on the farm where the beer's brewed.
Really?
This is 4.5%.
As long as it's got no other connection with the dog, I don't mind.
Named after the beautiful dog on the farm. This, again, it should be malty, should be fruity, with a little bit of a spicy bite.
I prefer that.
It's a bit...
Why
It's a bit...
only because I tasted that one first, but
It's a bit rich. A little bit richer.
Smooth, rich.
It's a bit like Miel.
The great thing about this is, you know, a lot of our fantastic British brewers are taking inspiration from America. So this has English malts in, but it has some American hops in to give it that little bit of spice and bitterness.
It's a bit heavier than the first one, yes?
Yes, it is. It's very full in the mouth, full-bodied, I'd say. That's 4.5%.
Right, so it's 1 point stronger than the previous one.
Are we getting stronger as we go along?
No, they are in different strengths, but they're all under 5%, so...
Oh, right.
Oh, OK.
Next one, which has got a bit more froth on it than the
This is Spitfire. It's made in Kent. It's made by Shepherd Neame Brewery. They are actually Britain's oldest brewery. They started brewing in Kent in 1698.
I think they're all wonderful.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
You don't like that
Oh, I
one?
don't like that one.
This should actually have something of a real citrusy flavour to it, and a little bit of orange.
Sharper, bitter.
It's got a bit of orange.
Pick up the orange. Yeah, absolutely.
Having tasted the other two, they were quite sort of mellow on your mouth, and that's quite...
And this is very pronounced, isn't it? And there is a real taste of orange in it. And the interesting thing about a lot of our beers is you will get some fruit flavours from the beers, but that's not because brewers throw in chunks of fruit into the beer. It's about the combination of the hops and malt in the beer. And brewing is a science, so every brewer will brew a beer differently. There'll be no two the same, and that delicate combination of the hops and the malt will give fruit flavours and spicy flavours.
Now, this last one here,
yeah,
Carol,
this
is
is
much
fascinating.
darker.
So
One
different
here
looking.
is Mighty... It's made by Mighty Oak. It's called Oscar Wilde Mild. So it's a mild, and it's mild in the very sense of the word, in the true sense of the word. So it shouldn't be too bitter.
Like it should be the strongest. It probably
looks like
isn't.
that's a Coke, isn't it?
And colour of beer never dictates the strength of the beer, so don't be put off by the colour of a beer.
That's completely
This will be quite
different
nutty.
flavour.
This will be quite nutty in
Even
flavour.
slightly licoricey? Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Definitely licoricey.
I'm definitely sticking with this side because that tastes like someone's got a cigarette in it to me.
I wish you would be honest about what you think.
Ash flavour about about that?
There's almost a coffee element to it. That'll be the
Coffee, not
That's me. Bye, guys, Lil.
This is actually the finest beer in Britain right now.
I'm so common.
It was voted the champion beer of Britain by the Campaign for Real Ale this year, and it's a real winner. It is an acquired taste. Mild is definitely an acquired taste.
Can we, because this is beer for women, Carol, then, if you had to have one of those, which would be the one you would pick?
One of the first two, I think.
First two.
Whandall or the Neame?
I think you've probably got quite a big uphill climb in your hands, convincing girls to go over from, you know,
Why
they get all
should
dressed
they-
up on a Saturday night. A pint of beer, is
In a
that not
nutshell,
gonna be...
why should a girl be drinking beer
Yeah.
rather than wine?
Women invented beer. History indicates the fact that women invented beer. There's no fat or cholesterol in beer, so the myth about getting a beer belly if you drink beer is totally, totally wrong. There are a lot less calories in beer than a double G&T or a vodka or a wine that lots of women traditionally drink. And when you think that there are 5,500 different beers produced right here in
And
Britain.
I'm going to try them all. Details of all the ales can be found on my website, itv.com/Alan. My thanks very much to Marverine Cole and Carol Smiling,
Thank you.
my drinking companion.